Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to decode the pretty complex world of sustainability standards. Think of them as the official blueprints that turn vague promises into real-world progress for any project or organization. You know, most organizations talk a big game on sustainability, right? They set these ambitious goals for their carbon footprint or their social impact, but when it's actually time to act, the path forward can get, well, kind of blurry. So how do you turn all those good intentions into real, measurable results? Well, the answer starts right here. You need a blueprint. Seriously, forget the vague mission statements and the empty promises. We're talking about a proven, internationally recognized framework that tells you exactly where to put the first nail and the next, and the one after that. Now, most of these essential blueprints come from one place, ISO, the International Organization for Standardization. It's this global, non-governmental body that brings experts together from over 160 countries to develop voluntary, market-relevant standards that are really designed to solve global challenges.
And for any business, you've got to understand these are not just arbitrary rules. They are powerful, strategic tools. I mean, as you can see here, they help make sure products are safe and reliable, of course, but look closer. They also have a direct impact on the bottom line. They help reduce waste, slash errors, and ultimately, they boost productivity. They turn sustainability from a cost center into a real competitive advantage. So let's see how this works in practice, starting with the first of three core pillars.
So, we can think about this entire framework as having three core pillars. We're going to start with the first one, environmental impact. This is all about getting a handle on an organization's direct relationship with the planet. The foundation of this pillar is something called an environmental management system, or EMS for short. Now, this isn't just some policy document sitting on a shelf. It's a living, structured system for managing every single environmental touchpoint, from air pollution and water access to waste disposal and resource consumption. And the foundational blueprint for creating effective EMS is ISO 14001. It's really the base standard that any organization, no matter its size or industry, can use to systematically improve its environmental management. And the benefits? Oh, they go far beyond just checking a compliance box. An effective EMS becomes a really powerful business driver. For instance, it can increase employee engagement because, let's face it, people want to work for responsible companies. And that, in turn, improves brand reputation and can even give you a competitive edge. It's a chain reaction of positive outcomes. And get this, ISO 14001 is just the beginning. It's the gateway to a whole family of over 40 interconnected standards that provide this comprehensive toolkit for everything from environmental auditing and labeling to life cycle assessment and, greenhouse gas management. Okay, so let's drill down from the general to the specific to see how this works. A huge piece of any organization's environmental impact and a major operational cost is its energy consumption. For this, there's ISO 5001. It provides a super clear, six-step framework for continuous improvement. An organization can't control global energy prices, right? But with a system like this, it can absolutely control how it manages energy, making better use of its assets, and finding immediate cost savings. That brings us to our second pillar, which shifts our focus from the planet to people. We're talking about social responsibility. You could call it the ethical core of a sustainable organization. Social responsibility, or SR, is all about going beyond simple legal compliance. It's a form of self-regulation where a company actively works to have a positive impact on its employees, its community, its customers, and all of its other stakeholders. And in today's world, a company's performance on these social issues is no longer a soft metric. It has hard, measurable consequences. I mean, think about it. Your reputation directly impacts your ability to attract and keep top talent. And as you can see here, it even changes how you're viewed by investors and the entire financial community. The guiding standard here is ISO 26000. Now, what's interesting is that this one isn't for certification, but it serves as a comprehensive guide. It offers a common understanding of social responsibility and gives you a framework for integrating ethical behavior throughout your entire organization. And this is a perfect example of how these standards are designed to work together. You've got ISO 26000 providing that broad, high-level guidance on all aspects of social responsibility. And then a more specific standard like SA 8000 can be used to drill down into a single area, in this case, creating an auditable system for managing human rights in the workplace. This brings us to our final pillar, operational excellence. This is the engine room of the organization. It's all about building the robust internal systems that make sure you can actually deliver on your environmental and social promises day in and day out. At the heart of operational excellence is quality. The entire ISO 9000 family of standards is built on these 7 fundamental principles you see here. It's about creating a culture that is relentlessly customer-focused, but also driven by clear processes and evidence-based decisions. It's a commitment to constant improvement that touches every single part of the organization. And just like our other pillars, this one has a whole toolkit of standards. Beyond the foundational ISO 9001 for quality, there are specific blueprints for critical functions, like sustainable procurement, managing physical assets, risk management, and even establishing a certifiable anti-bribery management system with ISO 37001. So we have our 3 pillars: environmental, social, and operational. But the real power, it isn't in tackling them one by one. True, lasting sustainability comes from weaving them all together into a single, cohesive system. The journey follows a pretty clear and logical path. First, you get control of your environmental footprint. You build on that by honoring your social commitments. And you power it all with excellent internal operations. When these 3 things work together, you don't just achieve sustainability. You build a truly resilient and reputable organization that's ready for long-term success. You know, this quote from an ISO standard really just gets to the heart of it. Success in this arena is never an accident. It doesn't come from good intentions alone. It requires a deliberate, structured system, the very blueprints we've been talking about. So ultimately, this isn't just about process, it's about purpose. The standards provide the framework, the blueprint for what's possible. The real question is, how will your organization use them to build its legacy? And that's our look at the blueprints for a sustainable world.